Alright, you guys should be able to see the game, right? Actually, let me just reset it, because we should at least see the story.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
Yeah, Blurb apparently had some, issues going on. It was site-wide, but apparently they got all fixed sometime last night. Sometime in the 1990s, oh, it doesn't matter when, probably a Wednesday. Nerds usually work on a Wednesday, right? I mean, listen to this music. It just pumps you up for beating the hell out of these freaks. Why guys like Nin TVs? Oh, apparently in the Western version, they don't even show Jessica at all on the TV. Since I'm not gonna be playing these very long, I'll just put in 2 credits. Well, at least I'll get used to the game. So, what most people usually do, with Cody, well, all the characters, is you hit a couple times, and then you turn the opposite way on purpose, and so you can do an infinite. It's kind of hard to pull off regularly, though. There, the beer will actually sustain me. Sending out a really great message there, Capcom. Didn't Chilean Retro Gamer stream this on Justin years ago? He streamed a lot of games years ago. And the reason why you would often punch in the opposite direction during a combo is so you can restart the combo immediately. And that's helpful against some bosses. Hello there, Resurgence. Good to see you. Oh, he pretty much ate that knife with his stomach. At a mighty knee. Uh-oh. That was a bad positioning there. Ah, can't pull the infinite off very well. Oh! So you get like 2 lives per credit, which doesn't seem like a lot, honestly. So they ain't gonna make it easy on you in any way. Oh, they actually have the Roxy and Poison enemies there. Not very often you find beat 'em ups we gotta fight women. And there he's beaten. Oh, subway level now. I got the whiskey. Whiskey isn't part of the food groups. There's some grain involved. It should be in the bread group. Oh, I got punted. There, I took out the Andor Jr. I know there's one streamer that sometimes calls him Andre instead of Andor. I find it funny for some reason. So Cody's like the average character, Hagar is the strongest but the slowest, and Guy's the fastest but the weakest. I used to be like a Hagar guy, but now I'm starting to feel like there's more, you know, enjoyment in playing as Cody. Might as well give him some freedom before he goes to prison. They just throw in like a ton of enemies we're dealing with. Like you can have like maybe 6 at a time, if not more. Yep! Oh! Ooh. Actually cut off my attack. I like his face! Like on the porch, like, duh! You gonna get me out of this chair or what? Oh yeah, I forgot they can actually change their direction. Make their dash go to diagonal. I'm gonna see if I can at least make it to the second boss before I game over again. The fact that you don't get any hitches at all while the train is moving fast and you can see the scrolling is pretty impressive of Capcom's hardware at the time. Oh wow, I just got stun locked. I should have done my Super Joy. Stop that. Stop that, I said! Stop being good at fighting me! Yeah. Too bad I can't really get the full experience of this game, because you get the 2-player co-op on it. And speaking of the co-op, we'll be getting to that in a minute when we play the Super Nintendo version. Oh my god, I'm getting juggled. Oh, well, no, I couldn't even make it to the boss. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to watch Cody die. Look at the way he bobs his head. And now he can't even go to prison. Well, he could probably be put in multiple cells. One for his arm, one for his leg. Okay, so that's a final fight for the arcade. Actually, let me just go ahead and do up the poll before I do my ranking. Actually, I don't even have to show you the ranking. I mean, I can just do it here. I'm gonna give you guys a minute. Like, I'm gonna allow you guys to rank it out of 5, and I want to give you all a minute to do that. So, I mean, for me, like, the music and the graphics are pretty cool. And they just throw in, like, a whole lot of characters. You can use weapons. There are, like, different types of minions for, fighting. And the story is, pretty neat as well. Hey there, Sheena. It can be quite difficult for people that are beginners at beat 'em ups, so... But it's certainly one of the better beat 'em ups for sure. Oh yeah, I just hung out for like maybe a couple minutes or so. Glad your stream went well. I think I'm gonna give this, like the arcade version of Final Fight, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Yo, chat's in agreement with me. They also said a 4 with 60% of the vote. Okay, and the other said 3. That's actually very close. First time that Chad and I have been in full agreement. That's pretty rad. Alright, so let's just get to the Super Nintendo version now. Usually I have to go like this. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I usually go with this core. This was actually the very first way I played Final Fight. Yeah, this one only has 5 levels. And I remember when I used to rent this game quite a bit. Actually, I think I rented
Cry like an anime fan on
2
prom night.
before Final Fight 1. Hey there, Cole. For me, I think 2 is the superior of the 3 games on the SNES. Jessica's kidnapped. A guy just disappeared. He has to be in his own game, exclusive to Blockbuster. Let's just play as Hagar this time. So, you know that thing where I said that Final Fight was pretty cool because it has like 2-player co-op? Not this game! The Super Nintendo, despite having 2 controller ports, does not allow for a 2-player co-op at all. So I was like, oh, you can play with your friend, but you have to like take turns on each death or whatever. See, the jumping pile driver, only Hagar can do that. You can even attack them when you grab them. Get a nice hat. I don't know if you can do the infinite in the SNES version. But you see that some of the colors for this... Well, the SNES has a really good color palette. For some reason, this game, it just feels a little bit more pale. Especially the Axel enemies. Look at it again. The skin color looks almost pinkish. Some of the enemies actually have, like, different colored skin. That doesn't look normal. Maybe spent, like, a few minutes in the, tanning salon. Oh, that's one way to get a hernia. I did not know these games were censored, but a few removed from the arcade original. Oh yeah, the SNES was quite censored. We'll get to more of that in a minute. In fact, we'll probably be getting to that by the end of this stage. Yep! Sid? Sid, and I think there's another one that replaces the women. Roxy and Poison are not in the SNES version. Because Nintendo does not want you beating up women. Now, I don't remember if that was a Nintendo decision or a Capcom of USA decision. But I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo had something to do with it. Oh yeah, it's not Damned anymore, it's Thrasher. Oh, it was a Nintendo decision, thank you. And yeah, Street Fighter had Chun-Li and Cammy. Yeah, but you could play as those. That's the difference. You know, beat 'em up, you don't really play as the girls. Okay, can you guys let me get to that for a minute? Like, maybe later? At least let's let the game start before we talk about it. We're jumping ahead here. We're not playing the GBA one yet. I don't know why they just didn't have, that level where you face Rolento. Was it, like, the cart size that the SNES had? That they couldn't fit it all? Oh man, the slowdown for this, it's quite pronounced. Oh, Billy's the other one. Now, I will say the music in the SNES version, for some of the tracks, actually sound better here than on the arcade. And I think this is one of them. Oh, I always hated that jumping attack that the Ondors do. Because you're often powerless against them. Oh, we're passing another train there. Whoop. $2p, more like 2 pounds of steel in your brain after you wake up. A Genesis port was considered? I would not be surprised. In fact, I've seen on Twitter that there's, like, a certain team. I don't remember the name. But they're actually engineering a Mega Drive version of Final Fight. I don't know if it's finished. But I think it would be pretty cool if it actually did get finished. Just I think they were also working on a Genesis port of R-Type. Probably not the same team. Pretty interesting how the gaming community comes up with ports for games that didn't even have them originally from the companies. I love that just standard enemies have green health bars now. I gotta make you work for it, man, Mr. Mayor. I'm cutting crime in half! Literally. You give this game a 5, but it loses 2 points due to censorship? You didn't even give the arcade version a 5! How would you give this a 5? I call bullshit on that one. Oh, I should've kept punching there. I mean, if anything should make it lose points, it's the lack of two-player. Hagar is definitely the kind of person that would eat the bones, too. Suck the bone marrow dry in front of everyone to get his protein fix. Capcom really like their Guns N' Roses references. Heard of Rushing Beat X? Isn't that like a new thing that's coming out? I mean, I hope it'll be good. So, I mean, the Rushing Beat trilogy, it has its moments that are not spectacular. Not terrible. I mean, you could play worse. I feel like there's a timing you gotta do to actually, like, attack him when he's getting ready to do the dash attack. But I find it's often inconsistent. Or maybe you cannot do it in the SNES version very well. Yeah, it's called Sodom originally. Look at that, like my drop kicks actually go through him during that. Okay, at least I made it past that boss. Had to use up so many of my lives. Hey there, Penny. Good to see you. Oh yeah, we actually get to do the bonus game. Where you beat up cars. You can even jump on it. Why'd they change his name to Katana? Because Sodom is also a reference to sodomizing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they changed it to Oh My Car instead of Oh My God, which was in the arcade. When Hagar does it better than Ryu? Well, Ryu didn't get a lead pipe or anything like that, so Hagar had the advantage. That's those mayor privileges. Oh, for some reason my jump input was just dropping. I wonder if it's the lag of the game. I'm dead. He looks so happy. Oh yeah, this is the other thing that the SNES version does if you, fail. You have to start from the beginning of the level again. Or maybe it's the beginning of the section. But either way, you don't respawn right where you die. So there you go, that's a final fight for the Super Nintendo. At least I made it to start of stage 3. So I guess we'll do this again. So yeah, that's like the colors are actually nice. The enemy color, however, looks a little off. There's no 2-player. They took some characters in the original game out. You only get to play out of 2 people instead of 3. And if you run out of lives, you have to start from that level rather than where you left off. It gives you more lives for each credit, which is cool. But I feel like some of the combat, and especially like the speed, it's a little bit of lag. I think for me, I'm gonna give it... I feel like a 2 would be extremely low. But I feel like the censorship doesn't affect me that much, so I'm gonna give it a 3. Okay, and it looks like the chat agrees it's also a 3. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next game. We're gonna do a different port of Final Fight. Why did that move over there? Let's take a... Oh, luckily it's all on one disc. Yeah, the Commodore 64 version of Final Fight is just on one disc. So that's convenient, I guess. I'll just wait for that to load. Capcom did not handle this port, by the way. Like this, along with other microcomputer conversions of their arcade games, was handled by US Gold. Wow, you can only view the intro or the game. You can't do both. Let's take a look at what the intro is. Wow, looks like you actually do get all 6 levels in this conversion. I'm actually kind of surprised. Right now we're not hearing any music. I don't know if it kicks in. Oh yeah, we don't even know if this is sometime in the 1990s for this. They left that out. Well, at least they keep most of the intro intact. Like, right down to the phone call. It's just too bad you don't hear anything else going on other than just my voice. Oh, look at that mouth. It does not look pleasant here. Look at Jessica. Her face is melted. Or like she aged 50 years in captivity. Oh, this looks horrible. Cody almost looks derpy-eyed. Goes like, I took a dump in your gym bag. Oh, I just pressed one button and all of a sudden that happened. Okay, I think that turns the game off? Okay, so I have to boot it up again. And then we have to go to the actual game. We're off to a great start with this conversion. We really are. Okay, now we can actually start the game. Unlimited lives? No. Well, this is a cracked version, so they give you some cheats to offer, but obviously we're not going to be needing them. Not for the purpose of this episode. Ah, here we go. Press fire 1 or 2 to begin play. Oh, I didn't hit anything. Well, at least it has music. What is up with Hagar? He looks like one of those gym freaks that only eats steaks and eggs for breakfast. Alright, well, we'll play as Guy. Hey there, MB, good to see you. This is Final Fight on the Commodore 64. Surely it's better than the Super Nintendo version, right? Well, it has 2-player! You know what it does not have, however? Quality graphics. You have one fire button. And you don't even have music. To do a jump kick, you have to hold forward and then the fire button. Hey there, Joker. To do your Super Joy, you have to hit down. Oh, and sometimes you don't hit. Turning around is very stiff too. Somehow this has 2-player, but the Super Nintendo version does not. Oh, your health just melts way too fast too. Oh, the delay of when you're knocked down Like you're hit, and then you go flying a second later. Pick it up! Well, it didn't save me, so... What difference do it make? Yeah, because this has only one fire button, you have to use fire and hold forward to jump kick. Oh, we were just locked in place for a brief moment. Why? Don't know. So, I don't know how you can just do a combo in this. You really can't. Why do the punches just sound like beep, 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 beep? It sounds like an SOS signal. Oh my god, look how much health I have left now. Alright, well, we'll just do like one more credit. This is the ASMR final fight. The tingles are actually rage. Knowing that you probably spent money on this. Back in the day. Look at those cutting edge graphics. Hey there, Bragg. I mean, if you played this for a couple hours, there will be some cutting one way or another. Cutting the cord to your Commodore 64, knowing that you were cursed with this abomination. Oh god, those little enemies were stuck together. It's like good waffles. Hey there, Tony. You have come at a good time. Oh. Oh, wow. What the hell? Look at the knife. It looks like something you'd see in a fantasy RPG, like a crystal dagger. Well, it has its slide move. Oh, wow. I actually did a throw. Also, I feel like you don't really do a lot of damage to pretty much any enemy whatsoever. Yeah, I heard people saying that Discord might have had like a DDoS attack or something, allegedly. But luckily it got fixed earlier today. Well, I was at work, so I wasn't even on the desktop version. I think mobile was still fine. How fitting that I actually stopped playing when it says time 69. And wow, you have to press the fire button immediately or you're kicked out. Oh boy. I think you know what's coming up. I know I really shouldn't bother to ask, but I kinda have to. Somehow this has two-player when the Super Nintendo version, with all its power, does not. But good lord, there was no music except for in the title screen. You were able to play as all three characters. But playing the game at all is a chore. Hey there, Patrick. You only have one fire button. You can't jump reliably. And even if you're hitting the fire button, your attack doesn't always connect. And then sometimes the knockdown is delayed. Like, well after the attack is hit. Nothing about that just feels fun to play. So to tell the truth, I think I'm going to give this one, well, just that. I'm going to give it a 1. And Chad was in agreement. It is a 1. Well, 67% said 1. So, I mean, it did have 2-player. But imagine, like, bringing a second player to suffer with you. Then you would have 2 people that are miserable. Do I even have this source? Wow, I don't even have this, I don't even have this source added. I should go do that right now. Alright, just one moment. Oh, that's the wrong source. I wanted this one. Final fight for the Amiga. They even have to show you, like, how you play it. It does look a tad better, I do agree. Hang on, there's a white line over there. I want to fix that. No, I just wanted to crop some of that out. It does have music at least, and it has color. And the fact that you have to use, like, an Amiga joystick, they had to give you a tutorial on how to play right away. It even kept the intro intact, too. Oh god, he looks green on this. I don't remember if this had a North American release. I think it might have been just in Europe. So yeah, I think it was in Japan. They actually don't have Jessica in a red dress. So it looks like the Amiga version has very little censorship compared to other, like, Western releases of this. Alright, now let's get to the actual game. Oh man. They actually throw in these enemies right at the start. They were not in the arcade version, not here. Oh, it's choppy, alright. Oh, the animations look so awkward, too.
Move like a beast.
Oh,
Sting
dear.
like a bee.
Oh dear, Cody's just reaching out for help. There's no in-game music. Yeah, that's the thing about the Amiga. It had very limited sound channels. So, most games you would either have sound effects but no music, or you have music but no sound effects. And you're lucky to find a game that had both. Help. Richard Applin was a programmer to this port. Yeah, exactly. Oh wow, you can just get stun locked. So there's hardly any knockdown on your end. And that headbutt can hit you several times. Oh, these colors are terrible. They're so washed out. And the movement speed for you and the AI just looks so weird. It's like they're running all the time. Oh, he doesn't even burst through the wall. Hey, can I just do this? Amazing. You could just infinite this guy. Actually, you might be able to infinite most enemies in this. Oh god, I walk faster than the scrolling. Dan without an E between the M and the D? Yeah, that's what he always was. Slash like, or Axel like, I'm coming! Whoa, what the fuck? It looked like there was like two of them on top of each other. I was beating up one. Wow, guy just took out 3 or 4 enemies with one punch. This game's code is held together by glue. And like, this is so unfortunate. Because this port starts very promising. Oh, by the way, they actually do have the female fighters in this. There's great music to the opening. The graphics for the opening are fantastic. There's less censorship. You have multiplayer. You have access to all 3 characters. But when you actually play the game is when everything just falls off a cliff. Whose idea was it to port to the Amiga US Gold? They had a contract with Capcom to port their games to microcomputers. And this is what we got. Oh hey Tola, it's good to see you. Well, at least the enemies don't get much iframes either. Oh god, Axel looks much worse in this, or Slash. Wait, Slash and Axel have the same sprite. They're just colored differently. Almost. Oh, that one just popped up through the wall. What the fuck? Get up! Yeah, Hagar's the muscle guy. Get up before they attack. Oh, yep, it's over for you, guy. Wow, just hitting you on the first frame of them spawning. Oh man, I can't wait to see what Sodom is gonna be like. You just have to walk to the end of the screen. Whoa! Oh god, he's coming. Okay, you can't just trade punches with him. Oh, you can just keep jump kicking him. And he can't seem to do anything about it. Random ninja guy? Oh, he's not a ninja. He's a samurai. You have to walk to that corner to finish the stage. Look at the amount of time you get for this. Like 10 seconds, but did you notice the seconds actually take a long time to tick by? So it felt much longer than 10 seconds. Maybe they use the seconds of the actual level time as well. Yeah, I know you need to hit from different angles. In other games, it's more pronounced what angles you've already hit. Not this one. Oh, okay! That was a frame 1 assault. What the fuck? I just got here and already I'm being waylaid on. Uh-oh, 2 Ondors. One's bad enough. Oh, they look like they have low, iron in their blood. What the? Huh? Why is Abigail here? What the hell? You're not supposed to be in this level. Why is he Ondor Jr.? I know I gave the other games like maybe 2 credits or 1, but... Alright, now I gotta see how Hagar does. Hey there, true caretaker, good to see you. Yeah, Abigail is not supposed to be Ondor Jr. This is some strange-ass conversion. That they made some weird decisions. Like, they decided to, you know, recreate Final Fight from memory. That's what this is. They're trying to recreate Final Fight by memory. Played it at an arcade once and like, alright, just start from there. You figure it out. Oh god, he just went like through the car. Oh, it's the cop. Oh, you can't even eat his gum. He has no already chewed gum for you to get at. Oh, they spell Eddie with the 2 Ds. Oh, I thought I could just keep drop kicking. When does he use his gun? Got him. Yeah, he doesn't use his gun in this version. Oh god, they have this level. There's no sound effects so when you're hit by the flames. Wait, hold on. Oh, the fire is instant death in this. It was not instant death on the arcade. It just damages you. Look at us. Oh. They can fit like 4 enemies on the screen, which I'm surprised the Amiga hasn't collapsed on itself. You have 4 running enemies at you all at once. This is what running at the balls is. But worse. Alright, I'm on my last life. Otherwise, it's over. They got that Looney Tunes running animation. I mean, look at those legs. Alright, it's over. I think that was a good way to put us out of our misery right there. Alright, what is the game over screen? Oh, just that. This... that was an experience in 7/8. Alright, chat. What are you guys thinking? Like, my opinion, it's better than the Commodore 64. It starts strong, and then it ends on a very weird experience. It's like I said before, they played Final Fight one time and tried to recreate it from memory, which is why there were some enemies that were not in any other port, especially not in the arcade one. The fundamentals were just off. It did have multiplayer. It hardly had any censorship. But it just didn't feel good to play, so I think for me, I would give this a 2. Not great, but better than the Commodore 64. Oh wow, 80% of you also said 2. Okay, looks like we're in pretty good wavelengths. Okay, so here's gonna be another microcomputer port of Final Fight. I think this one will be a little bit better. I have to do it from the Sharp core itself. One moment. Usually takes a while for it to load. Oh, there we go. Wait. Oh, it crashed! Alright, I gotta try it again. It worked fine before. I think it's because I was just moving things around. Weird thing about using the Sharp X68000 core in RetroArch is you don't really load it from content, you have to load it from core itself. Because it has like a little interface you gotta go through first. Okay, it looks like it's working now. So of course this microcomputer was only available in Japan. But I don't think that should be that much of an issue. So the sound card for this sounds very similar to the arcade version, so there's that. Just as you'd expect, it's all in Japanese. But everything just moves so fast in this. As far as like microcomputer ports go, this one is way more arcade accurate than the others. Okay. Whoa, God, you start you with 10 credits for this. Okay, you got your difficulty setting. We'll keep it on normal. Oh, you can have 2 players for this? You have your CRT mode, joystick mode. Keep it on internal module. I really want to give you many chances to finish this game. The player is actually oh, it's number of lives. Oh, shoot. Well, the arcade version had 2 lives per credit. Maybe if I, like, run out of lives here, we could just go into options and take a look at what's the maximum you can add for yourself. Stand still, you prick. A dustbin. Oop, get the whiskey. I'm pretty sure this is gonna go well, since I believe Capcom handled this port themselves. So you knew it was gonna be done right. But yeah, this is very, very promising. The music sounds almost SNES-like. So there's that, which is not bad. Oh, I'm trying to do the punching, not the grab. Oh, I think you could do an infinite in this. I just didn't do it well enough. Well, normal difficulty is still kind of tough. Got it. Okay, there's some loading in between levels. But I mean, that's expected since it's still a computer port. But at least it's minimal. Oh, I got an extra life. Oh yeah, because I got 100,000 points. I find that some of the sound effects are a little lower quality than the arcade, so you can't really get it completely one-to-one. But what's there is still solid. It just has to play well. And this plays really, really well. Were the female fighters not originally in the game? They were. They just weren't in the SNES version. That's what we were talking about. Well, at least the Ondor Jr. is actually an Ondor, not an Abigail. Yeah, I don't think anybody likes headaches. They suck. Uh-oh. Alright. Okay, it's just like in the arcade, you can actually just start from where you died. Has that over the Super Nintendo in spades. Oh, your score doesn't even reset if you lose a credit either. That's neat, I guess. What happens if you have 190,000 points and you game over and then you have to start again? And then you get like 10,000 points to get an extra life immediately. Streets of Rage 1 and 3, you can start from where you die if you lose a credit as well. That is true. But Final Fight on the SNES did not do that. That's for like leaning toward. Whoa, look at that high jump. Give me the diamond. Aw, oh, damn, got sledged. Oh no, I didn't get the life. Okay, so that's not how it works. Ah, damn. And there I go. Okay, we're just gonna watch him die and then I'm gonna check the options real quick. Game over. I had to tell you over there too. In case you didn't see it up in the corner. Oh, you can go up to... This gives you, like, 2 lives. Oh yeah, you can go up to 4 lives! And 10 credits! Damn! So there you go, that's a final fight for the Sharp 68X68000. I feel like out of all the computer ports, that was the best one. It's almost arcade perfect. Maybe the sound effects, just a little lower compression. But honestly, that was a pretty solid. What the ranking go up to? It goes up to 5. Like, these are just, like, marked out of 5. So yeah, it has pretty much everything that the arcade has. Just maybe, like, lower sound effects, sound compression. And it has, like, some loading screens. Or, like, delay in actually starting the level. But it's only, like, maybe a second or two more than on the arcade. So it's almost perfect, as others would say. I would say it's good enough to have the same score as the arcade. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't know what you guys are gonna give it. Oh, we have a tie! So only 2 people voted. One said 2, and the other person said 4. Okay, so if there's a tie, I have to, like, cut it in half. So if we got, like, 1 vote for 2, 1 vote for 4, you guys are giving it a 3. So that was probably the only time we had, like, it wasn't unanimous. Okay, we got a couple more Final Fight ports, and we finally move on to a different game for once. Let's go with... We're gonna go with the Sega CD one. I didn't even test it out to see if it worked. I feel like that's something I should have done. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just make sure I'm selecting the correct core. Oh yeah, you have to call it Final Fight CD in this one. Oh, I don't think it's supposed to have that letterboxing. Oh, that's right, I have to change the window size.
Metro City, a well-known crime capital, has been ruled by violence and death for many years. A fact which the newly elected mayor and former street fighter Mike Hager plans to change. At the center of the problem is the huge gang known as Mad Gear. Mad Gear controls all of the major criminal activity in the city. When they learned of Hager's plans, they took immediate action to bring this new mayor under their control. Sometime in 1992.
Not in the 1990s. It's narrowed down.
Mike Hager here.
Mike Hager here.
Mr. Hager. So pleased to make your acquaintance. I believe you know who I am. Don't hang up. We have a little business proposition for you. Your daughter for your cooperation. And we'll throw in the regular monthly bonus to your salary we offered before.
What? What happened to Jessica? Who is this?
Not so fast, Mike. Turn on your TV.
You son of a... What have you done to her?
Nothing yet, but we'd enjoy the opportunity. Listen to reason, man. Why make your job difficult? Just let us do as we please, like the mayor before you did.
Guy, Jessica was kidnapped.
Jessica?
My sweetheart since childhood.
The Mad Gear must pay.
The
She's
mouth
my friend,
flap.
too. Count me in.
It does have voice acting, at least. Not exactly the best voice acting options. Oh, it even has time attack. Okay, I'm gonna change the control scheme with B to jump and A and C to attack. My sweetheart since high school. Hopefully Cody was in high school too. Okay, you can go up to that many lives. Oh, you can go up to Mania for the hardest difficulty. Oh yeah, that Red Book audio is kicking in. Like, most Sega CD games and like Turbo CD games had that Red Book audio. And it just has that very noticeable flavor. Okay, here's the noticeable issue I have with this game. And it's mostly because they didn't really take advantage of the extra CD space to put in more colors. Because it's taking that from the Genesis, which had a limited color palette. And everything just looks so off with the colors in this. First stage music sounds a little bit more somber than, you know, ass-kicking. So I feel... Oh god, what is up with the color here? The way it flickers like that is so distracting. Like, it goes to normal, and then it just does that. It's kind of hard on the eyes. Wait. I thought G. Oliver was smiling. Maybe that was something that Sprite always did. Other than that, I haven't really noticed anything too egregious with, like, game speed. At least not combat-wise. What's up with the health bars in this? You got these little squares. Oh wow, I was not prepared for that. I'm dead. Oh, you can do the infinite in this. I was watching one streamer play this to try to get retro achievements, and he said something, or no, I think it was a different streamer who was doing a whole bunch of beat-em-ups on Fridays, but he only did like the 16-bit era ones. He was saying you cannot do the infinite here on the Sega CD version, but you actually can. In fact, I found it a little bit easier to execute here than on the SNES. Well, at least it has the women in this, but their shorts are actually longer. You notice that? They look like jean shorts. I don't know if the arcade actually had them this short. Probably not the North American release. But yeah, that was the other thing the Sharp version had, since it was the Japan version. Poison and Roxy had very short shorts. Hey Red, good to see you. So yeah, I'll find that, like, the Red Book audio for this game, it's a mixed bag depending on what level's music you like more than the originals. It's gonna come down to taste. Hesdy-o-oe-oe. Look at that graffiti. Think about it. Oh! Intercepted. Okra is veggie tots? I never had okra. I guess that's because I'm in Canada. I wouldn't mind trying it. But I think it's one of those veggies you pretty much have to cook or it just tastes awful. Why don't you have handcuffs? I don't think that's handcuffs. I think that could just be a belt chain. Or probably she uses it to restrain her victims, so they can't get out. Okay, at least this starts you right there, too. Ooh, milk. Makes my shits hard. Oh, Haggars, not... Never mind. Yeah, look at G. Oliver's sprite. I don't know if you can see it right away. It keeps doing something when I'm about to pause. Right there! Look at that smile! He looks so happy to be here. Hold on, let me get a better view of this. I want to, like, get all the way right there. So happy. Hang on. I gotta get the right music for this. Hope this is the right one. So happy. He looks so happy there. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's get everything back to normal. Okay, I think now we should go back to business where I will just die. I remember Archie comics. My sister used to read those a lot too. This music seems a lot more cheerful than I expected. Okay. Well, he just burned himself. Why would you do that, man? Damn you. Ah, come on, I just got up. There, Papa Smiles, good to see you. We're playing some bit of Final Fight CD until I run out of lives here. Yeah, this guy's a bitch even in this version too. Hey, you can't even walk by him when he does that. Perish, Mare. It blew up all his cheeks for all puffy. Alright, so that was Final Fight for the Sega CD. Alright, chat. What is your verdict? Out of 1 to 5, what would you rank this? Here's the thing, like, the music is a mixed bag. Like, there are some times I would like the original tracks more, and there are other times where the Red Book audio is fine. Colors are a mess, but it still functions just fine. It just needed to look a little better, and I think that's just because of the hardware it was on, that it couldn't get the right amount of color for it. Even though there were other Genesis or Sega CD games that were more colorful, honestly, I just gotta give this a 3. Oh, chat's saying it's a 4! Alright, well, I guess we are not unanimous again. That's totally fine. I wanted to do it this way. And that's just to, like, get a feel for, like, what you all think compared to, like, how I feel about certain ports and stuff. I think it's a cool thing, just to have, like, a difference of opinion. Alright, we gotta play Final Fight again one last time. This time on the Game Boy Advance. This one's actually called Final Fight 1. I don't know if it's just the refresh rate for the Game Boy Advance being a bit off, but look at the bottom of this. It just flashes too much. Yeah, if you're not watching this at 60 frames per second, it just looks very weird. But music so far sounds excellent. Oh, here it says 1989! So they're not consistent like what year this phone call happened. Because the Sega CD version said 1992. But here it says 1989 when this game came out for the arcade. I heard that this particular port has some differences from, like, other versions. Oh, they have Jessica in the red dress for this one. But yeah, for some reason the opening music is from stage 3 of this. Like, who is Jessica? Did guys say that? Did they actually change this? So instead of girlfriend, it's just like friend now for Cody? Okay, A to jump, B to attack, R is your extra joy. So it's not like jump and attack at the same time, you have to press R. Oh, you can unlock certain things. I heard you can get Alpha Guy and Alpha Cody in this, but they play exactly the same way. Oh. It's on the Game Boy Advance, so of course you're gonna have a smaller screen to work with. But that just means the HUD feels much larger than normal. And I think some of the enemy placements are altered from the original here, too. Vitamin, or Vitamine. This will give you quite a lot of lives for credit. Oh wow, okay, they just started attacking me as soon as I arrived. They were walking towards me as I was going through the door. I can't be ready for that. Oh, I guess you can do your Super Joy with A and B. Wait, is this one gonna smile? Oh, he's angry in this one. No smiles for that guy anymore. GB also had a more dense pixel ratio with how small the screen was. I would imagine like the graphics here would look a little bit better on the actual hardware instead of blown up here. So there's that. But overall, this doesn't look very bad at all. I mean, just some things stand out much more than they should. But what's there is still very functional. Also, Poison and Roxy are not this. Sorry, Nintendo does not want women to be beat up again. Not in this game. They changed their minds. Actually, no, they haven't. They stuck with that. Since the SNES version. Oh, but they kept Damned named the same. Where's Jessica? Hey, get lost! Make your controls the city! Well then I must beat force with force. Oh, they have dialogue between the two now. That's an interesting choice, too. So they took out Poison and Roxy, but they kept Thrasher as Damned. Or Damned as Damned. I don't know why they did that. Whoa. He came at me real quick. Ooh, that one throw did a lot of damage. Yeah. Wait, why did you break the drum can? Did you save me some work? Thank you. Now I have to beat you up too. I had to beat you up because you don't like women. Trying to take away their livelihood. Just beat 'em up characters. I'm starting to feel like you do more damage per combo now. Oh, look at the frown on Ondor's portrait in the corner. Oh, I don't want to be here. His hair looks nicer in this. And then in the actual level, not so much. Whoa, you two didn't drop down from there before. That's different. But the BS of them being able to attack you as soon as you get up, that has not changed at all. There, I didn't want there to be littering. That's a lot of enemies that fit on the screen, even on the Game Boy Advance. What did you miss? You didn't miss much. We played the Sega CD version, now we're on this one. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, the pizza was right there. How dare you deny me simple pleasures? Oh, come on. Bullshit. Come here. Oh, I couldn't get my punch out in time. Oh no, Ondors still have the very high defense compared to every other enemy in standard. Most of the time. I don't know why you need 3 health bars in level 2. Oh, the enemies don't even sit down on those benches. They just have to be on the floor. Too good for those seats? I'm dead. Oh wow, look at his face. Oh god. Oh, you have to start from the beginning of the level if you run out of lives. Oh, this is just like the SNES version. Yikes. Alright, that's Final Fight 1 for the Game Boy Advance. Alright, so what are you guys feeling? It honestly didn't feel bad. Like, playing it wasn't bad, for sure. The colors were as I expected because it was on the Game Boy Advance. It had, like, some additions. Enemy placement feels slightly altered. And there's even dialogue between the bosses. Because of the small screen, the HUD just gets in the way more. But the sprites are still pretty large. So, I mean, if I were to be honest, I would... In my honest opinion, I would also give this a 3. Because it's okay, but it's not awful. Okay. Half of you said 3 as well. I mean, the reason why I'm giving it a 3 is because, well, you don't get Poison or Roxy, even though the first boss is still named Damned, and you're sent to the beginning of the stage, but you do have, like, plenty of lives per credit. So it's almost the same as the SNES. And you get, like, some unlockable characters, but they're just reskins of Cody and Guy. That's it. Alright, what are we playing next? I think we'll go with Mighty Final Fight. I already played this before for Retro Viewer's Choice, but I wouldn't mind playing it again, just for a little bit. I think it was just like half a radiate, so it sounded like she ate throughout the... Hang on, I just had to answer a message. Couple days later. Yeah, did the Mad Gear gang eat your homework too? So yeah, you might think like, oh, why would I play this? Because Final Fight for the Super Nintendo is already out. I don't know if Final Fight 2 is also out at the same time. But honestly, if you look at this and you play this for a few minutes, this is actually a really solid entry. It even has like a level up system, so you can actually do more moves at a certain level, and your attacks will get more power as you level. And you also get like more experience based on what you finished with. So it adds a bit of depth to it. Look at that uppercut he does every time. Oh. The graphics are cartoony, but that's what gives it the appeal. Level up. I'll just beat up the door, why not? Oh, you will get a lot more experience if you eat food at already full health. Music reminds me of Mega Man? I could see that. I think Mega Man 6 was out around that time, too. Hey, I'm Thrasher, ruler of this city. Bow down before me. If you keep refusing, you actually lower his health more. And he's a pretty easy boss, too. He just likes to hop around like an idiot. And then you can own him just like that. Alright, now for the riverside. Well, at least this game has poison and rocks. So you probably just poison in this. Yeah, you can get a nice bit of experience if you finish them with the uppercut. But like any other punches during the combo would get you less. If you play your cards right, you could probably get to max level by the time you reach stage... maybe the boss of stage 4? Maybe even less if you're lucky. You hold down, and then hit the jump when you're jumping. Like, hold down and attack. You do the knee. That gets you 3 experience if you defeat them. But a regular jump kick only gets you 1. If that was your finishing blow. So always go for the knee attack if you can, if you know you're gonna beat them. Just chuck them. This enemy's a pain in the ass because it likes to block a lot. Oh, we can't hit each other. There we go. But yeah, this game feels a lot more accessible than some other beat-em-ups, for sure. So it's really something that anyone can get into. And not have to be intimidated by the difficulty at all. I should be able to get to level 4, maybe by the end of this level. If I play my cards right. Yeah. Level up from drinking. Oh yeah, if you hit like attack and then hit forward, now you can do like this energy wave. But the timing is so precise. And you have to charge it too. It'll net you some experience, but it's often very risky to do. Yeah, like 6 per pop if you can finish them with it. Alright, I think after this fight we'll just switch it up. This one's also pretty easy. Just let it dash towards you, and then you can attack them. Imagine this fight can actually be easy. Got him. Yeah. He looks so proud of his accomplishments. I'll write the bonus stage. No, I messed up. Yeah, you had to be on the right spot. I gotta continue for that and a concussion from money. So that was my final fight for the NES. I mean, it's very basic. It's an NES game. What do you expect? But what's there is pretty good. Alright, now we ask the chat. How do you feel about Mighty Final Fight? Because, I mean, what's there? It's very simple, but they made it their own. It's quite easy and accessible. The graphics are charming, as is the music. Honestly, I liked it enough. I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't know about you, peeps. But, like, if you were playing it yourself, what would you rank it as? Oh, 50% said 4. There's like... No, you said... Yeah, you said 4. There was like plenty of 2s and a 5. But yeah, it looks like it was a 4. Okay. I'm getting an update on what plans I might have for tonight. So I think I'll have time for one more game. I do apologize for having to cut it early, but we can like still play them another time. But I kind of do want to play one more game. I thought I would have a lot more time to play them all, but I guess not. Let's do Final Fight 2 for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I never got to do that today. Uppercut Belgrade a window. After the destruction of the Mad Gear gang, Metro City slowly returned to normal. Cody and Jessica went on vacation together and Guy went back to his training schedule. Hagar also returned home to Metro City to rule as mayor. That's when the Mad Gear group were regrouping. So yeah, there have been some kidnappings, and Hagar got to use 2 other characters. Hagar's like, how did you get my phone number? Yeah, I got somebody to take over for my job. I'll head for Hong Kong. Then they just throw in Carlos because they needed another character. I don't think he was happy to be there either. Okay, so you have Hagar, Mackie, and Carlos. I think just for the sake of this, I'm gonna pick Carlos, because he seems like more the average one. So yep, you're in Eurasia this time. Again, this was the very first Final Fight game I ever played. And I was able to beat it. Like, when I was a kid, obviously I played it on easy, but I could pretty much get through it on normal most of the time anyway. I think what makes this game pretty cool is that you get to go to other countries instead of just stay in the States. So the environments are more varied. Oh, look at Chun-Li over there. Making a cameo appearance. Just enjoying some food. Looks like noodles. With those 2 frames of animation she has. I always find it very weird that when Carlos uses his swords, somehow he takes damage from that. I find that so weird. Oh, now you got your skinny characters. They like to use sticks against you. Oh, can't walk with Elias anymore. He got fired. Now he has a billy club. Oh, I found the Capcom headquarters in Hong Kong. That's where they put the employees that decided to let US Gold have the microcomputer ports. They have to be stuck here. And they can't leave. Remember right, Final Fight franchise takes place in the Street Fighter universe? Yes. Because I think one of the ports referred to Mike Hagar being a former Street Fighter, and they capitalized Street and Fighter. Oh, running the pallet swaps already of the skinny guys, too. Ooh, a Tonfa! In a crate! The other hero usually finds fruit in them. I guess this guy's name is supposed to be Scott, or is that Shot? Like, who spells Scott like that? Oh, got an extra life already. They definitely made this easier after, like, the first game getting a reputation for being difficult. Oh, the Jonies like to hug ya. And it hurts. Carlos does not like hugs. He likes milk somehow. Oh yeah, I gotta do this in Season 2, don't I? I remember somebody nominated it. Oh, Elix. They're the guys that like to charge at you with the sporks. And sometimes those sporks get electrified. Oh no, they're the huggers too. Hope I didn't pass the food. So I'm gonna be approaching the first boss soon. Also, like in the, in Final Fight 1, no, female enemies. Leon and Robert pretty much fill the role of, like, the tight pants crew. And like to hop around. Yeah, I think I might have passed the food by mistake. Yeah, because I think he also requested DuckTales. Oh, come on. One. He's also not very tough. He just likes to hop around. Just catch him unaware. Oh, but he kind of curves his jump. That's the problem. Like that, see? Other than that, it's not too hard to get a combo on him. Ooh, close one. I'd say probably 3 or 4 more combos and he's out. Oh, he was going for a haymaker and I blocked it. Nice. Oh no, it's an elbow. I like how they just give you a big hulking boss to go against first. Got him. Ah, lost a life, but that's fine. Yep, they're heading to Europe, so we got you go to France next. And I think that's pretty much where we're going to cap it off. I was hoping to get the Final Fight 3, but sadly it's not in the cards. So let's just do one final score. We can come back to it another time. Alright, so I will say that at least it has 2-player. I believe it has 2-player. And you do get a variety of characters. They let you play as a girl. They just can't let you beat one up, though. The AI feels more balanced. The music is pretty good, too. As are the graphics. And I like that you go to multiple countries, so it doesn't feel like the same areas you're going through. So yeah, I'll definitely be revisiting this in Season 2. But I'm gonna have to give this one a 4, because I liked it that much. I think it's just nostalgia kicking in for me. Whoa! We have a tie between 4 and 5. So chat gives it a 4.5. Wow, they ranked it higher than I did. Well, in any case, again, I do apologize that I have to end this sooner. But the other games I will be revisiting at a future time. Because we'll probably be doing this again on Friday next week.